Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. This time we're looking at Crowcoin. This is down by 11% so far today. We're talking about what has happened and where this could send us going into the future, and of course I'll be sharing a few of my opinions towards the end. Now with that being said, I am not a financial advisor and this is not going to be financial advice, but if you do enjoy what you see here, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Now we are currently doing a fundraiser for Save the Children. If you can donate, please do, link is in the description, and 100% of the funds do go straight towards making a positive difference to the least fortunate in our world. And of course on top of that, I must remind you guys as well that we do now have a Patreon. Now a lot of this content, as you will see, is completely free. You can read it with no membership at all, but there is also going to be a lot of membership which you guys can pay for if you wish to do so, so you can become a patron if you want to, link in the description. But of course, like I said, a lot of stuff on there is free. But now we're going to dive in and we're going to quickly have a look at Crow and what we're seeing on the really simple chart. Now what I want to do first, before we even acknowledge the one day, is just zoom out to the past month. And this is something that I spoke about yesterday. The fact that this one is up big, and if we do zoom out to the trading view, we'll see these big candles and how far it is taking us up. Really big candles and not much of a break in this trend at all. I think a sell-off was inevitable at some point, so when we see action like what we're seeing today, am I concerned? Honestly, not really. I think it was to be expected at some point. I'm not really worried. Now, Crow token, as I have said before, Crowcoin, I think it has the real world potential. I like what they do. I like the fundamentals of the coin in this instance. I do think it can go higher. But as with any stock, as with any crypto, is usually not the case that this one is going to rocket to $1, for example, and just sit there. If it's going to have a big run up, it's probably going to have a sell-off before it does start to level out at its new price range, and that's completely fine as well, because, you know, a bit of healthy profit taking is something that we like to see in the market, as it does actually help to keep prices stable. So a sell-off with this one isn't really too concerning in my eyes. And once more, it's a case of if you are in doubt, just zoom out. The 1 month chart is still looking fantastic. And once more, going back to that trading view, you'll see how good it really is looking. Now today's candle is down 11% and you'll see it is quite steep, but clearly in relation to the candles that we are seeing up, it's not too big, and even in relation to the prior candles that we are seeing down, it's also not too big. And my question is going to be, are we going to find a new support for this one close to where we are right now? Now with any stock, with any crypto, as it sees a run up like this, it is very hard to distinguish where the floor is going to be, because of course we don't have prior levels of support and resistance at these levels. So what we're potentially going to be looking for is a bottom relatively near to where we are. Now we saw a wick lower than this candle yesterday, which is a good sign, and you will see that we are coming close to where we actually were when we had this initial run up, which took us to a price in the 68-cent range, which is of course where we are. Now this trend is slowing down over the past 3 days. Of course it could increase as time goes on, it could decrease. I'm looking to see this one hopefully start to decrease in volatility, i.e. the price will start going down less on a daily basis, and hopefully we can start to get that consolidation in and get ready for another push up. Now as I said, I'm not looking for an amazing push up overnight. I think that's actually an unhealthy thing to see generally across the market without any catalyst. But I think this one does really have some value. So if we see it drop a bit lower into the 65 range, or perhaps even lower than that into the 60 range, or somewhere in that level, I wouldn't be too worried. But I'm looking for this one to hopefully start to level out quite soon, see a bit of consolidation from there, and of course have a bit of a push. But really, if this one was to drop down to the 60 range, I wouldn't be too concerned. And at an absolute low, I'm looking to see this one hit the 55 range, something like that. And again, a very low point below that would be 50, but I don't think it's going to drop that low. But once more, if you guys are more long-term holders of this token, I think it does have the potential in the real world. Like I said, I think this is going to benefit it as time goes on. But we're seeing a lot of volatility. Again, zoom out to the past month or two, you'll see how big we are up. And when we take that into context, you know, a bit of a decline on a daily basis for the past 2 or 3 days, it's not too worrying, because we are still massively up from when this token was valued at only 20 cent. You know, it went all the way up to being valued at around 93 cent, and we've come back down from there. We're still at 68. It's really good going, and of course at some point it is going to level out, and as long as that is, you know, quite soon, I still think we're in a great territory, and big profits have been made for a lot of the people who bought in early. So yeah, some people are of course going to take profits as time goes on. Nothing to worry about. I'm just saying that's my opinion. When it comes to would I buy it right now, I would not. I would wait a day or two to see where this one goes. And it is absolutely possible that going forwards into the next couple of days, we could start to have that trend up, but I'll be covering that with you guys as time goes on. Now, I must say, I am not a financial advisor, and just because I wouldn't buy it doesn't mean it's not a good buy. If you guys are willing to take that risk, of course now could be a good time to enter, but for me I have, quite a low risk tolerance. I like to take risk where it's worth it, but I also like to see where things are going to go, and in this case I want to see some consolidation before I would consider entering. So thank you for watching this short video. I'll see you all again in another one soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.